Okay. Stuck my head out of the Carvel and caught what was honestly one of the most impressive sunrises I've ever witnessed. The sun being Tagat City and not good old Seoul, but still I'm going to go ahead and count it. Old Seoul? What the hell is old Seoul? So first off, so first of all, that's kind of a weird sentence. Let's just be impressed that I was up and at him before first light. That hasn't happened in ever. And secondly, I should mention that I could see that weird green cornea around the peak again.
Corona.
Uh-oh. That light, like the shape of the peak itself, is just a few degrees away from natural looking. It weirds me out. Weirds me out is the technical scientific term for it. Look it up, from the Latin for icky, yucky, squeaky. And last but not least, my EV suit's compass is still acting all icky, yucky, squeaky. I guess I don't really need for it to hiking to the peak as long as I've got line of sight. Shouldn't be a problem to get there, but I bet I could spend a few minutes and cobble one together from spare parts before I take off. Hike without a compass or build yourself a compass.
I'd try and build one.
I'd build it too. Hey, all right, this should almost be fun. I was a Boy Scout. I used to remember how to build a compass out of some stuff.
Water, toothpick, and a leaf.
Okay then.
That's just what I remember. And
Were
I'm
you
not a
in-
Boy
Were you in the
Scout.
Girl Scouts?
Nope.
4-H?
Nope.
Maybe I should put fun in quotes. It's a pretty nerdy version of fun, if we're being honest. The med kit has a couple of needles in it, so that's easy enough. I've done this before with a bowl of water. Ladies and gentlemen, paintivity. But it's not like I'm going to balance one of these while I'm hiking all day. But really, the important thing is just the compass face is able to float frictionless
While it spins. Right.
Any other scientific facts you want to tell us?
No.
Moss grows on the outside of trees.
It actually grows on the north side. Sorry. I hate to burst your bubble.
Paintivity.
Shut up. I know things, okay?
So instead, I'm going to do a variation where the compass face is a balance on a pushpin or a brad? What the hell's a brad?
Maybe a tack? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not really.
Probably like a spinning jenny or something. Something like that. Of course, the most important part of making any compass is finding a magnet, preferably a rare earth magnet. Unfortunately, up in the flight deck, there's a whole bank of computers that aren't using their hard drives right now. That's very smart. A little bit of gently disassemble, by which it means I'm going to smash the living crap out of them, and I'll have the magnets out of those drives and rubbed on these needles in no time. I don't remember water, though, when making a magnet. I don't remember what it was, what you had to do.
Yeah, I don't have all the answers.
You're like, I don't have all the answers. Okay. And voila, I magnetized the needles. Attached them to a featherweight disc of plastic MRE wrapper. Mounted it all on the bent paper clip and crouched the whole assembly in a piece of PVC tubing. May not be pretty, but it seems like it actually works. Sorry, I have to take a drink.
By which I mean it points towards the peak and tells me that's north, which is better than my suit compass can do.
Score 1 for the indoor kid. Alright, my compass and I are heading north, weird ass peak or bust. I'll message you after a while. Yeah, I have to do that. My mouth is getting dry from all this talking. It's hot in here. You want to tell people where we actually record in our house?
A bedroom?
Sort of a bedroom / office.
Sort of. It's more of like a recording room.
Oh god, am I gonna have to start changing the time again? I think I'm gonna have to.
You mean the day? Why would it take them all day to get there?
Well, because it was 11:58 p.m. by our thing, so.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, that's confusing.
Now I have to play this game again, and I'm not gonna say the words, so. Well, he said I'll
Did you change the day?
I forgot to change the day. And hold on, I'm gonna go back to this. Okay. I reached this point yesterday, having detoured around the rim of the little crater. This is where I was realizing the suit compass was all screwy, even though it's probably 5 miles from the wreck. That's like 8 kilometers. I'm trying, I really am. And that's still the case today. The suit's compass is nuttier than 2 squirrels in a winter food hoarding competition. My homemade compass, on the other hand, seems to be working perfectly. Okay, so that tells us something right there. So it can't be the planet. It's not weird like magnetic poles or whatever it is here. It's something literally to do with his compass.
Right.
But what messes up a compass? Maybe they should have scratch built the Varia too. It might have stayed in one piece that way. Ugh, that joke went a little dark right in the middle of me telling it. Sorry about that. Once again, I don't feel like I'm any closer to the peak. Once again, I'm questioning whether to keep going. I say keep going.
Yeah, at this point you've come too far.
Yeah, and there's nothing for you back there.
Right.
You know? Yeah, alright. Plenty of daylight ahead of me. Finite amount of moon. I keep putting one foot in front of the other enough times, I'm bound to get someplace. Or die trying. Tyler is dead.
Taylor.
Taylor. I called him Thomas for some reason in my description for the last one. I don't know why. Alright. One more change. Okay. Well, the good news is I haven't died trying. Very good. 50 Cent would be proud of you. The bad news is I honestly can't tell whether I've gotten any closer. It's as if time and space and perspective have all taken a little vacation in the vicinity of this weird peak. 1 minute I'll look up and think, hey, I'm almost there, and then I'll blink and it'll seem like it's 10 miles away again. I'm thinking of taking a snack break before I get back to it.
Totally.
I say take it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Vegas. Walking around Vegas.
That's exactly.
If you've never been to Vegas and you decide to walk like even the Strip,
That's exactly.
it's crazy because like you'll think like, oh, the hotel's right over there, and then 20 minutes later you're still walking towards it. Trust me, if you're drunk, but that's a story for another time. Alright, I'm just going to go with that first MRE I grabbed out of the pack. And the winner is chili with beans. In space, no one can hear you fart. Some would argue that chili with beans isn't proper chili at all. Which side of this on all-important debate do you land on?
Oh my goodness, that is true. That is a true argument though.
Okay.
It's kind of like gumbo. If you don't have your cooked and blended rice, then it's technically not a gumbo.
Okay, what I'm thinking of is this. There was a game way back in the old days on Commodore 64. It was The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It was basically like this. It was just, it gave you options and you picked, and it was a text adventure. When you started, there was a dog in the beginning. And you could either choose to pet the dog or not. Here's the thing. If you didn't pet that dog, you couldn't win for the rest of the game.
Wow. So
while this question seems inconsequential, it's just a fun little thing, I'm like, is this going to determine everything right here? So I am not a cook. I like chili, but I am not a cook. So I'm going to defer to the cook here, Paintivity. So where do you come down on this?
Oh, man. Well, I've always made it with beans because that's how I was raised.
I've never heard of chili without beans.
Well, at a chili cook-off, you're going to get all kinds of stuff. Like, a lot of people prefer just meat and spices. But
see, to me, that's not chili. That's just.
But see, exactly. A lot of people put beans in it, which I do believe is like an old coming out west kind of thing. And I mean, in the South, they put beans in everything. You literally put on a pot of beans, and that's what you have when you come home. So I mean, I'm used to it with beans. I've only known it with beans.
And just to play devil's advocate, we kind of know where Taylor comes down on this whole argument. He says it's not chili with beans isn't proper chili at all. With beans, it's not proper chili. So he's on the side of don't. Yeah. So, but we say beans. As I said, I have never eaten chili without beans.
That's just what I know, but I don't know.
And you can take it from us. We're in the southwest
It's kind of...
part of this continent.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's kind of like... crap. I forgot what I was going with this.
Kind of like...
Oh, like pineapple on pizza. Seriously?
You know what? We're not going to start that right now. Okay, so we prefer it with beans. Well, you should try this, MRE. It changed your mind real quick. Still, I'm glad we solved that riddle of it. God forbid if I die out here on the desert moon, please make sure they serve chili with beans at my wake. I'm eating and hiking, partner. Talk to you in a few. How dare you disrespect the modern cowboy? We built our whole state on that.
Oh, geez. That's also another argument we won't get into.
Okay, I finally been able to make some real noticeable progress. I'm at the edge of another crater, a pretty enormous one, with massive walls to rappel down into it.
Oh, man.
But the base of the peak is at the center of the crater. That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Right at the deepest point of its... That doesn't make any sense.
The base of the peak is at the center of the crater, right at the deepest point of its concavity.
As long as I can keep an eye on it, it can't go anywhere. In theory, anyway. It's a long way down into that crater. I've got no climbing equipment, obviously. Can I get down safely? Will I ever get back out? What do you say? Ready to find out? His shoulder.
Yeah, his shoulder plus no equipment. So even if you get down there, you can't get out.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't want him to turn back either. Why isn't it an option to go around?
Well, no. He's saying that there's a crater like this. I'm using a
bottle cap.
He's saying here's the crater.
Right, but the thing's right in the middle.
In the middle of it, which, as I said, doesn't make sense.
Well, then he wouldn't have a choice but to go for it, because if he's trying to get to that peak, isn't that the goal?
I don't know what the goal is. The whole thing was probably he should have just stayed at the Bay Area the whole time. All right. So what do we think? I mean, we've turned back twice.
I'm
My
starting to
question
think-
is, if he turns back, what is going to happen? What can we do?
Exactly.
So okay, we're gonna go for it. This could be a bad mistake.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just like, why didn't you just die at the beginning? Why are we helping you if you're just gonna give me problems?
I've scouted out the crater walls and scouting out distance found a section with a decent amount of cracks and footholds. I guess in the absence of the nylon rope and
Carabiners.
carabiners.
Yep.
Those are those little like
The oval clips. Yeah.
a few shallow divots in the rocks is as good as it's gonna get. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I end up sawing off my arm with a blunt Swiss Army knife, like that 127 hours guy.
Ouch.
Spoilers. Wow, you just yes, that actually does sound like the worst that could happen. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Yes, good luck. Break a leg, that is only an acting thing, which a lot of people don't realize. It's only supposed to be said to actors right before opening night. Good luck. Godspeed, soldier. Thanks. Unfortunately, I think I'm actually going to need it. That would probably be easier if I wasn't talking to you. No offense, I just really ought to concentrate. If I never hear from him again, just because I pulled 127 hours just like I was afraid of. Not sure what that transmits to metric terms. Hopefully it sounds more impressive. 49.087 mega minutes or something. Okay, down I go. Talk to you soon, I hope. You know what I was thinking?
What?
Wouldn't it be just like a very dick move of this game if he dies and he just never tells us? He never comes back on. And that's just he's dead.
That's messed up.
That would be messed up. I don't think they'd do that because it'd be like
That'd be a crappy game.
Up.
That'd be like horrible like game creation.
I mean, it's real.
Mhm.
But
well, I mean, what do you expect? Like a ghost or something?
I made it. A couple minor mishaps. Long way, but who doesn't love a little adrenaline rush from time to time? My shoulder is screaming at me right now, though. I pushed myself harder than I intended to, and I'm paying for it. In the absence of any ibuprofen, I'm actually sort of wishing for that Swiss Army knife. Surely just hacking off my arm and my foot would solve all my problems, right? I highly doubt it, or try chewing them off. Highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Because maybe you got the space madness.
Well, maybe we're gonna try and pump him up and give him a pep talk and be like, no.
No, it's not like the island madness. And if you don't know what that's from.
I don't.
Really?
Isn't that the movie?
No. It's the game based on the movie, according to one famous YouTuber.
Oh.
The Island Madness.
Yeah, I still got nothing, but okay.
See, you got it.
Okay, it took me
Yeah, well, I got it too, but I'm trying to be proactive. Now I've got a long, slow slog ahead of me. I really can't overstate how big the bold this crater is, especially that I'm down inside of it. But the peak is in my view. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to get there if I just keep walking in that direction. My rattle trap compass still tells me I'm pointing north, so I guess I get a merit badge for that. I'll check in with you when I'm closer to my goal. Until then, Taylor's busy. You know it's funny, but just now reading that Taylor's busy reminds me of Emily is Away.
Yeah, I was thinking that the first time we started this.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking too that in terms of like snack breaks and portions and stuff, he's gonna have to stop we're gonna have to stop giving him portions and snack breaks because he's gonna run out, and then what?
Things are a little weird. Mind if I unload?
Lay it on me.
I prefer to. Why would you be a dick like that?
Look, you don't know.
Lay it on me. Hey, so the peak just seemed to sort of, I don't know, just stay just out of reach. I thought it was just an optical illusion. Like I must be getting closer, but the various hills and valleys on this moon were playing tricks with my perspective.
So now he's down in a hole?
But now I'm not so sure. I know it sounds crazy, but no, never mind. It sounds crazy because it is crazy. Forget it. No, wait, tell us.
Wait, tell us.
Yeah, tell us what it is.
We need to know, man.
Look, this is nuts, but I think the peak might actually be some sort of wavering and like an extraterrestrial.
Existential.
I'll be looking at it and then I'll just blink, and for a second it won't be there. And then of course it's there again and I'll question my sanity. And that's happened about a half a dozen times since I got down into the crater.
You know what it sounds like?
A mirage?
Well, there's that, but I'm thinking more of like Tony Stark type thing where we're talking like a masking device or something that just is reflective in the sun that makes it look invisible at certain times.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm
I
right there
think,
with you.
I don't know. I think that's kind of out there, but
I say go. Okay, that is weird.
Yeah, I would agree with him on this one. This is weird because we don't know what it is.
I know, right?
Hey, that's my line.
Yeah. But here's what's really tripping me out. I've been walking for about an hour and I'm more or less making a beeline for this place, and just a minute ago I looked down and there was another set of boot prints in the sand. I don't mean the inspirational poster, that's where I carried you kind of stuff.
Hey, I love that one.
Love that story. I mean, these are exactly the same shape and size as my own footprints.
As if I was doubling back on my own path. See, and that's what I was thinking too. Like, I think it's totally possible that if he's been down there walking around, maybe he's really tired. Like, he didn't get much sleep. So, is it possible that he's running around on himself?
Maybe like sort of a time thing?
I would say, are you sure they're yours? Because we don't know that it's not.
Right.
Maybe he's tired, he's hurting.
Well, I mean, who else could they possibly be? They're exactly my size, exactly the same tread pattern. I don't know. I'm not sure how I could be walking in a straight line and walking in circles at the same time. Oh my god.
We're talking like a Marseille painting the stairs.
I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm just going to put my head down and keep walking forward. Oh my god.
No, don't do that. Don't put your head down.
Well, no, he's just going to be like, no, he just means it in a sense. I'm just going to put, nose
like
to the grindstone.
Nose to the grindstone, okay.
See, that kind of geometry and stuff like that, that's Cthulhu stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Okay. Oh, Lord. Alright, come on. Time to change it again. I think I got this feeling like he's not going to make it. I'm here. I'm finally here. I sort of can't believe it. I know a lot of times people talk about how they never thought they were going to achieve some goal. But I think it's usually hyperbole. Not in this case, though. I literally thought I'd never make it out of here. It's big. It's bigger than I would have thought. Not just taller, but bigger around the base. There's a recess area maybe 50 yards to my left. Should I check that out or scout around the perimeter first? What's a recess area? Like a cave?
Yeah, recessed, so it's like inward.
See, my thing is this. If this was just straight up like, okay, I just came to this mountain, there's a recess area, should I check the perimeter? I'd be like, okay, cool, scout the perimeter. But this whole footsteps showing up, maybe we're walking straight, maybe we're not, kind of seems like scouting the perimeter like he'd get lost. I know that sounds crazy,
but I'm also thinking too, one, for safety, scout the perimeter. However, you're right. It's what do you call it? Like, you scout the perimeter for safety, but he could get lost. If you go inside the cave thing or whatever it is, isn't it possible that, like, you go in and you can't come out because now you're somewhere else?
Oh god! See, again, we're talking with weird physics here.
Well, when it comes to weird physics, I like that kind of thing, but that's just where my mind went first. You can go in and you can get hurt. So that, what if you go in and because you didn't check around the perimeter, all of a sudden something's on you and you can't fight it off? Or what if you jump into another dimension? I don't know.
There was this story that I read once about this guy who literally, it's a horror story, it's a short story, but it's about a guy who gets lost in his backyard. Like he can't, I know, it sounds crazy, right? His backyard is only this, but he literally gets lost back there. Because just, because weird stuff is going on and stuff. Oh my god, okay, god, this is one hell of a choice here. I don't know. Both of these have very bad things attached to them.
They do.
They do. I mean,
like, at this particular moment, I guess I would check out the opening because it's there. Yeah, like, how much good is the perimeter going to do?
Well, I mean, we haven't even suggested this part.
What?
What if he scouts the perimeter
and then it disappears?
And the opening disappears.
Right.